be something uniquely mad about the great British public that makes people want to go and buy a car with no roof when the weather is so very rarely like this. But buy them we do. This is the Mazda MX-5, otherwise known as the best-selling two-seater sports car in history and one of the most popular convertibles in Britain. This is thanks in no small part to the fact that the MX-5, otherwise known as the Miata, is widely regarded as one of the best handling cars anywhere on earth, and this new 4th generation model looks set to continue that trend. You'll probably know that the 4th generation MX-5 comes with a choice of two naturally aspirated inline-4 petrol engines, a 1.5 and the larger 2-litre which we've already tested and which you can view if you click on the links on screen now. This time around we've got the 1.5, which is the smaller and the less powerful of the two, with just 129 brake horsepower compared to the 158 brake horsepower 2-litre. Although the larger engine is faster and dangerously close at just 850 pounds more, for enthusiasts the 1.5 might be the right choice. Yes, you lose 29 brake horsepower and 0 to 62 takes a second longer in this car, that's 8.3 seconds, but in return you get a full extra 1000 RPM on the tachometer for even more of that high-revving, puppy-on-Haribo excellency. All 129 horses are put through this little rifle bolt-like 6-speed manual and driven through the rear wheels. So that's all the nerd jargon out of the way, so now for the most important question. Is this MX-5 as fun as absolutely everybody says it is? Well, yeah. Seriously. I'm a little loath to gush, but whenever you find suitable roads like the ones we're on today here in Lancashire, the car really comes alive and is an absolute riot. It's all here, from the snickety-snack gearing to that fantastic engine response and the steering which just seems to guide itself through the corners. The MX-5 has never really been fast by anybody's measure, but its high revving characteristics mean that it's still an absolute hoot even at relatively demure speeds. If I am being critical, however, its constant sense of urgency means that you will find yourself rolling up and down the gears even when doing around 30 miles an hour, which can get a bit tiring. That said, the MX-5 is the definitive weekend car and it's not really ideal as a daily driver. There's no turbo technology here, so instead you just get this fantastically sonorous engine sound and linear power delivery. Heel toe on the downshifts and revel in the woofle coming out of the exhaust. One remarkable thing about the MX-5 is that for a sports car, its suspension is remarkably pliant. You can sort of feel it pitch and wobble through the corners, and Mazda's engineers say that the reason for this is so that you feel like you're going faster than you actually are. I have to say, there are times when I wish that it was just a little more planted, but the Bilstein dampers and the front strut bar in the 2-litre model definitely go a long way to help in this. In summary though, don't be afraid to believe the hype this time round. The MX-5 really is as fantastic as everybody says it is. But let's find somewhere to park up and see what it's like on the inside. If I were an estate agent and the MX-5's cabin was a property, I would market it as, well, cosy. I'm only 5'10", but even I struggle to fit inside this tiny luge-like interior, so I'm sorry to say it, but for drivers 6 feet or over, you'll either have to consider something else or get your shins shortened. Likewise, this leather-wrapped steering wheel adjusts for height, but not for reach, which some drivers might find awkward, but nonetheless, just look at this thing. These SportNav exclusive tan leather seats are absolutely gorgeous, and small as it may be, the cabin is very, very pretty. Given that this is the range-topping model, it also comes with lots of goodies like sat-nav, cruise control and rear parking sensors, along with a 9-speaker Bose sound system. Predictably, from a small 2-seater roadster, practicality isn't amazing, and really the only in-cabin storage is this small cubby hole here and this pair of cup holders. The 130-litre boot at the rear is well proportioned, but it's good for a small shopping trip or for a couple of weekend bags at the best. The folding roof is great as well and much quicker to operate than an electric one. It can be a bit awkward, so you might have to get out just to push it down, but luckily on the way up, if it starts to rain, it's much easier to operate. Don't forget as well that later in the year, a folding hardtop version of the MX-5 is also going to be available. One of the most attractive things about the MX-5 has always been its affordability, with prices starting from just $18,495, and the SportNav model will set you back just $22,445. The closest thing that it has to a rival, the Toyota GT86, by comparison costs $4,000 more and doesn't come as a convertible either. It doesn't cost that much to run either, and this test model hasn't dipped below around 40 miles per gallon in the time that we've had it. Particularly if you use it just at the weekends or for special occasions, you can get plenty of bang for your buck. The MX-5 first earned its name as the last word in on-road entertainment all the way back in 1989. And 27 years later, Mazda still proves that its formula of low weight, low power and rear-wheel drive is still a winner. Whether you prefer the fizzy little 1.5 or the more powerful and more track-ready 2-litre is probably just a matter of personal preference. Rest assured though, whichever choice you make, the MX-5 is still just as fun as it's ever been. But could you see yourself behind the wheel of a Mazda MX-5 as your weekend car or even as a daily driver? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the Inquire button to find out more details about this car, or for any other models visit carkeys.co.uk. And to watch more reviews, click on one of the links on screen now.